My name is Heidi. I'm from Houston.
Houston. Okay, you look good, Heidi.
Thank you. Thank you.
How old are you, honey?
I am 53.
Damn.
Oh wow, now you look
Yeah,
really good. You
I
look
am.
good.
Look, this woman don't need her head gassed up anymore. I could tell by the big hoop earrings, the hairstyle. It looked like some 1980 tracksuit. She's still trying to be that young fly girl. Ma'am, you're not that anymore. I mean, you could dress how you want. I'm not knocking you, but we talking about in the dating market. If I was a man in my 50s, I would see this and say, nah, she still thinks she's 16. I can't do nothing with this as a grown-ass man.
Grow the fuck up. Grow up.
I could just tell by the way she dressed, she's really into herself. Not confident, but arrogant.
You cannot be proud of yourself.
A Chrysler 300 looks like a Phantom until a Phantom shows up.
But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe she'll be a humble, sweet lady. But being 50-something on YouTube looking for a man, something is way off.
Well, I've been gray since I was in my early 20s. So I am 53 years old. Yes, ma'am.
You look amazing. What do you do for a
Thank
living,
you.
Heidi?
I have, and I'm gonna tell you a little background. I've done licensed hairstylist, and I operated in my career for 35 years. Right now, I am a mental health counselor.
I told you that shit crazy.
And I still do hair.
Do you have any children?
No, ma'am, I don't have any children.
Okay, a 50-something-year-old woman still dressing like she's 16 and never had kids. Yeah, it just ain't adding up. I mean, some people don't want kids, but I can tell off the top the reason she didn't have any because she's too selfish to have any kids. Color me judgmental.
Okay, no kids. Have you ever been married?
Yes, I have, and I'm divorced.
When did you divorce?
It's been before the pandemic. I think it's
Okay.
been about 4 or 5 years now.
Okay. If you don't mind me asking, how long was you married for?
He was my friend before we got married, so we were married maybe about 4 years. I forgot.
How often did you beat his ass?
Okay, ma'am, you 53, no kids, and you only been married for 4 years? Yeah, this is an old hoe. This is an old hoe from back in the 80s or something. Back when hip-hop first was getting hot. She done been ran through, man, what is it? She been rolled hard and put away wet, time after time again. This is crazy. This is a black flag. I wouldn't advise a 70 or 80-year-old man to get involved with this woman. If you couldn't make a relationship work in, almost 40 years of trying to date and make something work, just forget it at this point. Buy a dog and just, hang out with your girlfriends and your family members.
You couldn't die alone.
It wasn't a good experience, but it was about 4 years.
Okay. So Heidi, and what's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Gemini.
Gemini.
And everything that you say about a Gemini and everybody is true to some aspect. However, with me, when I show those other sides, it's when I am triggered, when a person is not being fair, if they are lying, if they playing games. Well, I'm a different person after that.
No, that's just really who you are. You're a bitch. That's not you becoming a different person. That's just always who you've been, and that's who you are deep down inside. Does this sound like a pleasant feminine woman, guys? Or were all my judgments up front correct?
Fair enough. Fair enough. I used to give Geminis a very hard time when I began this show, but I don't do it anymore. I try to be, of course, as a Taurus, I'm always going to say that zodiac sign is the best. But I used to go hard on Geminis. I don't do it as much, although I do still think I keep my personal feelings about Geminis to myself, but I do think y'all crazy as hell.
We can be.
I'm so fucking scared right now. You shut up.
I need a person that's intentional,
No.
self-aware, emotionally intelligent. His mental health needs to be good. If he have children, I need him to be responsible. He needs to be a person who have a relationship with God.
You old. Think about it. Have you ever watched a fucking Cinderella movie where it be some old bitch and a prince come out on his horse and carriage to an old bitch and say, hey, here's the glass slipper. I want to take you off.
Now, I can't tell you how to have that relationship, but I believe that if a person is in tune with God, his higher power, whatever he want to call him, that means he'll learn how to treat others. That don't mean just me. I want you to be aware of how you treat people.
No, she's a KUNT. She's going to be bossy, demanding, trying to get you together every second of the day. No, you're not about to get a strong, emotionally intelligent, smart, competent man and all that and in love with God. She asking for the perfect man at 53. If you could have got a man that fit all these qualities, you would have got him at 23. You wouldn't be on YouTube looking for him at 53. You don't qualify. A 53-year-old man with all that going on for him, he messing with 28-year-olds, 35-year-olds. He not fucking with you. Why would he?
So, I mean, that's important to me.
Okay. What are your deal breakers?
Smokers, bad breath, not well groomed, bad attitudes. It could be a lot of things that can be a deal breaker, but however, the big thing for me is smoking, hygiene, don't smell good. I have a problem with that.
Okay.
They always break down what they've been dealing with over the years, but she don't want to deal with it no more. That's what their deal breakers usually are, the stuff that they've been dealing with for 10, 15, 20, 30 years.
Does he have to look a certain way?
Of course. He needs to match my energy.
Oh, you too old for that.
Wow.
Yes, ma'am. He needs to match my energy, and whatever that is, he needs to be able to be, like I say, well-groomed. I need him to look like he care about himself.
Then he wouldn't mess with
because I'm going to represent him, and I need him to represent me.
No.
Heidi ain't playing no games with y'all asses. What about money? He got to make a certain amount of money, Heidi.
I need him to be able to have enough money to date.
If he has enough money to date, he gonna trick it off on 26-year-old bad bitches. Not some old, washed up, bitter woman with a DIKE haircut. He's just not gonna do it, ma'am. You must not think too highly of this, ideal man you talking about. Because if you thought that highly of him, you would know he deserves better than you.
I need him to be where he's not overly whammed with debt. Or if you have debt, I need you to take care of that. You created it. You need to pay your bills. Don't ask me to borrow money. Don't ask me to cash out. I need you to be a full-fledged man, seriously.
Men be asking you for cash apps, Heidi?
Child, the last boyfriend I had. And that's why we're not together.
But that's what you qualify for. He
asked me to cash app him, and at first, it was okay. But then that second time, it was like, he has some financial problems. I can't,
Why are you attracting these funky breath, financial problem having dudes? Because that's your world. That's your pool. That's the pool you belong in.
I can't do it.
Heidi, I'm just curious. How much did he ask you to cash app him?
Kendra, I'm ashamed to even say it. $50.
Hey.
How old was he?
54.
54, okay. I said, don't bring your broke ass over here.
At all. I'm not broke, so I don't need you to be broke.
Well, you broke far as the dating market. Far as what you have to offer the men in the dating market, yeah, you a bum bitch.
Does he have to be a six-figure earner?
I need him to match. I'm doing pretty well for myself. I don't have any children, and I don't have a lot of obligations. So I'm not going to put a number on it, Kendra. I just need him to be able to afford to date.
It's not about dating at this point. See, she said she used to not having responsibilities and obligations. So she want to just do her. She's going to look at having a man as a responsibility and an obligation. Coming in at a certain time, cooking, cleaning. So why would a man sign up for this? Just keep doing you. Just keep living your life, going out doing what you want to do and not having any obligations and be at peace. Because having a man is an obligation. It's work that come with that. We need things. Just like you need things. It's a back and forth type of thing. So she don't want to give nothing. She just want to take. She gonna look at you needing anything from her as a burden. I can't do it anymore. I'm gonna spare y'all.
Thank you, Jesus!